Hello everyone, I am Jimmy Conrad, and this is how I did it. I'm going to show you today how to hit a proper long ball. Unfortunately for me, I had bilateral sports hernia surgery that I think was because I didn't learn how to hit a proper long ball when I was a kid, and I have a nasty scar in this area, but it's probably really inappropriate to show you. The evidence though is that you guys now know that I can hit a proper long ball. I did it against KSI in the crossbar challenge. It's done. It's over. Oh, I'll even give you a chance to match. Are you mad, bro? And I did it just recently in one of my videos. So as you guys saw in the first how I did it, I always like to have an X or build a square with some tape to have a direction of where I want to hit the ball. But for this in particular, for hitting a long ball, I want to focus more on the technique. So it's less about the distance and more about how I'm striking it with my body. So we're going to work on that right now. All right, here we go. We're going to talk about our plant foot. This is the most important step because if your plant foot is not in the right spot, you're not going to hit the ball that you want. Doesn't matter what your swing looks like. What's really important with regard to the plant foot is the distance as it pertains to the ball. So if I'm going to kick with my right foot, my left foot has to be in a position where the swing makes sense. If you're too far away, your natural swing is going to hit this side of the ball, and then your ball will spin and go off in that direction. This is what it looks like when my plant foot is too far away from the ball. So what's great about practicing is that you know right away if you did it wrong or right. Because if you hit the ball here on the inside of the ball with the outside of your foot and it goes to the right, that means your plant foot was too far. So then you can just adjust and bring it in. This is swinging with your plant foot too close. That was me adjusting to my plant foot being too close. That's not what I wanted at all. Let's try that again. Okay, I'm not really helping out here. I'm not helping because I've learned how to adjust over so many years of not swinging properly. But what should happen is, more often than not, you're gonna hit the outside of the ball, it's gonna swing the other way. And that's okay sometimes. You see a lot of players do that when they're trying to get the ball around a goalkeeper on a shot or trying to hook a ball up the line if you're under some pressure in the back. But your plant foot has to be the proper distance because just your natural swing in general has to be able to have a nice follow through. Let's do a couple of those and see what they look like. So here's me in a casual pose telling you that we've got this plant foot stuff figured out. If it goes to the right, plant foot's too far. If it goes to the left, your plant foot's too close. So you gotta find that sweet spot. It's a very easy fix. Now, let's talk about the swing. For me, this was crucial. I didn't learn this at a young age, and it completely affected me as I got older. I couldn't hit a long ball with power. I could always kind of do these little finesse things, these little chip shots as it were, but I could never hit a ball over distance. So I went home, got a crappy video camera and started to film myself just to see what I looked like. I saw other guys do it on TV, like I'd watch Alessandro Nesta or Paolo Maldini and like, okay, I see their technique. It doesn't look like they're swinging that hard, but how do they generate so much power? And that was always very fascinating for me. So I took those notes and those things that I learned, I watched them, visualized it, visualized myself doing it, and then film myself to see what I was doing different. Anyway, that was a total tangent sidebar. Let's talk about the swing. I'm gonna show you what it looked like when I used to swing when I was a kid. Okay, it's not too bad, but it's not right. So when you look at my swing, my whole leg goes straight, and I swing with my whole leg. That is the wrong way to do it. Sure, that'll help you in some situations, but it's not gonna allow you to do what you want to do, and it creates bad habits. So you never wanna swing your leg with your whole leg. You can generate some power, but not as much as you need. The trick is this, you gotta bring your leg back, but you gotta bend your knee. When you bend your knee, then you snap through. And that's where you generate your power, and that's why it looks so easy. Those top professionals make it look so easy when they swing, as they bring their leg back, and then with their knee, they just kind of pop through it, and that's where they generate all their power. If your swing isn't right, then you're gonna run into issues. Sure, you might be able to hit a good 20 to 30 yard ball. I could do that on occasion, but I couldn't consistently hit that ball where I needed to switch the point of attack. And if you can do it with both feet, then nobody can stop you, because you can go any direction. They try to close down one side, you're like, okay, I'll take what you're giving me. If they try to close down your right, you're like, okay, I'll take my left. So it helps to have this down, but it starts with this. This is just all technique. Don't worry about power right now, just proper swings. That's it. So remember, when you swing, you can go back with your whole leg, but when you come down, make sure your knee's bent and then just pop through with a good follow through. This is where all the power is generated. If it looks like this, a full swing where your leg's straight all the way through, that's just gonna lead to problems. All right, let's see what a few of these look like. I'm doing a lot of talking, You crazy mother. Things to consider. One, if you want to keep the ball low, just lean over the ball. Ultimately, when you want to start to hit him a little bit higher, a little bit over distance, you got to lean back a little bit. It's just a small add, but it makes a big difference. Just like your plant foot, these little tiny technique things. All right, let's try the left foot. I'm not a natural lefty, but the technique is the same. I'm actually sometimes better with my left because I don't think about it as much. Another thing to address, which I should have said from the beginning, so I apologize. That was not very good coaching by me. I only have my B license, I don't have my A license. So another thing I should have addressed was your approach to the ball. If you run up straight to it, it's gonna feel more like a shot, and it's not gonna give you the luxury to hit as long of a ball as you'd like. So you have to approach it from an angle. So that's really important. You've probably already seen me do it, but how you approach the ball, where your plant foot is, and how you swing is gonna determine where it goes and what you want the ball to do. This is what it should look like game-like. This is actually a good opportunity if you're close to a wall to get the ball out of your feet and put it in a position where you can strike it quickly. All right, let me set my camera. As you can see, this isn't easy, it's hard. And a lot of it is just, you can't even spit it out, is getting your feet planted, getting your feet set, knowing what you want to do before you get the ball. And that way it'll help you address it and get your body ready for what's coming next. All right, let's try that again. That's it. That's all I got. Good luck. If you have any questions, let me know in the comments. Later. This is my opportunity to give back to the next generation so you can learn from my mistakes and be better because of it.